and Sales Rosemary Oduor says that thus far at least 7.5 million tokens are yet to be updated.
For the free update token meter Yako campaign. Through this initiative, we aim to successfully transition all our prepaid meters by the end of August this year, as well as address other challenges encountered by our prepaid customers. So this is a system upgrade, it's doing an upgrade, but at the same time, it's a process for ensuring that all our meters are compliant with that upgrade. This exercise is not just being undertaken in Kenya, but globally in all countries that run their prepaid meters using the standard transfer specifications, an international system used for unique identification of the tokens in the prepaid meters. Starting today, Kenya Power will send 2 codes to prepaid meters that they will use to update their meters. The first code is the reset code, and the second code is the update code.
No cause for panic, no cause for worry. The codes will be similar to the tokens you usually receive, so you'll just sequentially put them into your meter. So this is a very, very critical exercise for us because we have to touch base with each of our prepaid meters within the next 2 months. We expect to finish this by end of August so that all our meters are then compliant to serve us into the future. Some meters will tell you correct, others will give you a tick sign, others will give you a smiling face. The different meters respond differently. But one sign of knowing you have updated your meter is when you now put in your token, which has come after the 2 codes. That token will be taken into the meter, the units will be reflected, and you know you are good to go.
The Kenya Union of Post-Primary Education Teachers is speaking out on the recent sacking of 724 junior secondary school teachers. The teachers have accused KUPPET of overstepping the mandate. The affected teachers say the employer is the Teachers Service Commission and not KUPPET. Let's listen in.
Set out in law. Some of these teachers have been asked to hand over to new ones who have reported to institutions. It is beyond sad that the TSC, which is mandated to enhance dignity of teaching profession, is the one treating teachers worse than casual workers. No employer in Kenya can legally lay off workers without notice, as the TSC is purporting to do. There is no notice at all to these workers. The dismissal will complicate the ongoing effort by all concerned institutions to address the teachers' underlying grievances, employment on permanent and pensionable terms. How can TSC fire these teachers just when the budget for their conversion into permanent terms is just due for passage in Parliament? It's rather unfortunate, very frustrating, when you know that the following month you get employed. The employer terminates your employment. We are not sure whether these people would be hired. And that is why we are asking the Commission to consider these people who have served this country for 2 years for free to be employed into permanent and pensionable terms, because we know the Parliament is about to give money for that purpose. KUPPET has spent months to lobby the TSC, the Treasury, and Parliament on teachers' behalf. These efforts just secured 8.3 billion for the conversion of 26,000 intern teachers to permanent and pensionable terms in July this year. The union will safeguard these gains with all the means at our disposal. So that is our statement, that we shall not sit back and look at the TSC indulge into unfair labor practices by just sacking teachers because they want to appear to be very serious when in fact these teachers have been rendering free service. So we are asking the Commission to consider their decision that all the teachers should be transited to permanent and pensionable terms, because from the standpoint that these people and served this country for 2 years for free. They did not charge anything. And now you want to be, to tell them to go home and to condemn them into joblessness without even being heard.
An artist demonstrating in Nairobi protesting Copyright Board's decision to license the Performing and Audiovisual Rights Society of Kenya to manage all music rights and performers' audiovisual rights for 1 year. The board's chairperson, Joshua Kutunyi, has said the consolidation aims to reduce costs and ensure a higher percentage of royalties for artists, a decision artists refute.
Pavrisk now, Prisk made out to a court deal with Royal Media without involving members, where we lost 63 million. Hiyo pesa tunaitaka. Na sio mchezo, ni pesa zetu. Prisk board directors wamekaa kwa ofisi miaka ngapi? 6. Nataka muongee wenyewe. Miaka ngapi? 6. Hiyo ndio reason nyingine tunasema ya kwamba hiyo license lazima itolewe. Kwa sababu sheria inasema kama miaka mitatu piga kura, kuja kwa members mpige kura. Tuwachague tena muendelee. Hao wamekaa tangia 2018. It cannot happen. Tunasema ya kwamba Prisk, now Pavrisk, did a memorandum of article of association and amended and changed the name of the company without our approval. I am a member of Prisk. Mimi kama Shizo Mkenya. Prisk haikuwahi tuita mkutano ikasema ya kwamba wanataka kubadilisha jina ya kampani. Sheria inasema ya kwamba iteni wasanii wenyu kama members wakuje wakuwe part of that. And that's the reason tunaambia Waziri Aisha Jumwa, leseni ambayo imepatiwa Pavrisk, that name should not even be existing. Because it's an illegal name, according to we as the members of Prisk. Ama namna gani? Siwasikii. Siwasikii. Hii petition imesainiwa na wasanii wote ambao wako hapa. Zaidi ya 40. Wasanii wote wamesaini, imejaa hata sasa mpaka kitabu kimejaa. Signature hatujui tutaweka wapi. Kwa hivyo the first petition tunapeana hapa ni petition for the reversal of Kekobo decision to license Pavrisk. Na ndio hii mkuu. Tunakupatia. Haya, tupige picha vizuri. Saa 7 na dakika 8 tuweke hivi. Shika hivi. Imepokea wasanii kelele wewe. Imepokea haijafika. Imefika kwa mama haijafika. Walikuwa wanasema itafika, imefika. Imefika watu wa Mombasa. Watu wa Kisumu imefika. Watu wa Kisii imefika. Watu wa Nairobi hapa. Watu wa Nakuru, Bungoma County. Si mko hapa watu wa Bungoma? Watu wa Murang'a mko hapa. Imefika.
And communities in 6 counties plagued by insecurity camped together in Marigat, Baringo County, not for a battle, but for a celebration and a culture collective fight against climate change. The celebrations drew people from Baringo, Samburu, Turkana, Laikipia, West Pokot and Elgeyo Marakwet who showcased their cultures through songs and dance and traditional attires, highlighting a shared identity that transcends county borders. This contrasts with the past, where conflict and fighting were common due to environmental degradation and resource scarcity.
There are 6 hotspot counties of conflict, and Baringo is one of them. So we are not saying it's only specifically Baringo, but Baringo just hosted us in good faith to be able to bring those 6 counties together. And we are trying to put a way for together government, partners, particularly the private partners, NGO sectors, county government, so that we'll be able to put our efforts together.
Karera village residents in Kiambu County have expressed their concerns over water pipe leaks from Karimenu 2 Dam. The villagers have cited losses in their farms caused by flooding water.
Farms in Gatundu South have been adversely affected by water from the leaking pipes connecting Karimenu 2 Dam. Residents in Karera area counted losses after their crops dried up, after their farms experienced destruction from the leaks.
Sasa iliharibu kila kitu. Ikaharibu mimea yote, avocado, maize na mandizi na kila kitu, hata mihogo iko, hata iko, na hiyo ndio tulikuwa tunategemea.
The affected farmers called out the Earthy Water Works Development Agency to come to their rescue, saying their pleas have been ignored long enough.
Sasa hii hasara yote tunashindwa tutalipwa na nani. Tungeomba hii kampuni ya Hathi kama itawezekana wagharamie hiyo hasara yote.
The residents have further pleaded with the government to compensate them for their losses, claiming the soil is no longer productive.
Tunataka wakuje wafuge maji na wakuje watulipe gharama kwa sababu iliharibu hata soil. Hata kuna nuka vibaya sana.
Anthony Kwemoi, K24 TV.
The wreck of a plane carrying Malawi's vice president was found with no survivors, President Lazarus Chakwera has said. Saulos Chilima and 9 others were flying within the country on Monday morning when their aircraft disappeared from airport radars. The plane, a military aircraft, was flying in bad weather. A news brief on Tuesday, President Chakwera said the Malawi Defense Force commander informed him that the search and rescue operation has been completed and the plane was found. Dr. Chilima, 51-year-old, was on his way to represent the government at the burial of former government minister Ralph Kasambara, who died 4 days ago. Former First Lady Chanel Nzimbiri was also on the flight which took off from the capital Lilongwe on Monday morning. The EACC is releasing a report on grabbed properties in the Machakos County. This comes as the Commission hosts a workshop on the coverage of corruption cases by the media. Now let's cross over live and listen in.
Thank you so much, Bentura. Allow me to use Swahili. Tupo hapa katika kaunti ya Machakos ambapo tume ya EACC inatarajiwa kutoa taarifa kutokana na unyakuzi wa ardhi katika jimbo hili la 016, na katika kikao ama katika mafunzo yanayoendeshwa na tume hiyo ya EACC inafunza wanahabari jinsi ya kuweza kuripoti masuala yanayohusiana na ufisadi. Hii leo basi EACC inatarajiwa kuenda kutoa taarifa katika shamba linalodaiwa kunyakuliwa katika kaunti ya Machakos linalogharimu takriban shilingi milioni 100 hivi. Baadaye pia EACC katika taarifa yake inasema kwamba kidogo shamba hilo linatajwa kumilikiwa na majaji ama kutawaliwa na jaji katika eneo hili. Hivi sasa basi nataka tuweze kuzungumza na msemaji wa EACC Eric Ngumbi ambaye atatupa taarifa kamili kutokana na warsha kamili na hii ardhi inayotajwa kunyakuliwa katika kaunti ya Machakos ni ya kima cha pesa ngapi, na pia kumekuwepo na yale masuala kwamba EACC inapofanya uchunguzi ni nini kinatendeka. Kuna baada ya muda mchache hivi unapata kwamba kesi imekwisha kutupiliwa mbali, ama unasikia kwamba ile afisi ya mkurugenzi wa mashtaka ya umma kudradhi kwamba ameweza kufunga zile faili na kesi inafungwa. Sasa nataka tuweze kuzungumza na yeye aweze kutueleze na yeye. Thank you so much for joining us live on K24. Today you are having a capacity building with journalists. Now tell us what the importance of that of the training, and number 2, the alleged grabbed pieces of land in Machakos County. Does that really worry you?
Thank you so much, K24. The Ethics and Anti-Corruption Commission is today in the county of Machakos, where we are meeting media practitioners that are based in this area, that is Makueni, Kitui and Machakos counties. This is part of the media engagements that the Commission has with these stakeholders because of the importance of the media in the fight against corruption. And as part of the training, we have practical sessions that include visiting public properties that the Commission has recovered or those under recovery, and shortly EACC will be taking the participants, who are about 40 journalists, to one of the prime properties that EACC has recovered from grabbers. And basically it is a land that is currently hosting the official residence of the judges in this area. That land is about an acre, valued at about 100 million Kenya shillings, and it is now back to the public after the EACC seized the same from those who had grabbed it. It's also important to mention that besides that acre of land that has been recovered, EACC is currently pursuing other parcels of land that have been recovered, that have been grabbed in this area, and the ones we are pursuing cumulatively they are valued at around 900 million Kenya shillings, and those grabbed properties that are yet to be recovered include the official residence of the OCPD in this area, including also 13 parcels of land that was meant for the prison. It is very interesting that an individual has a title for the prison in Machakos. So those are the issues that we are pursuing, and that is also going hand in hand with investigations into various corruption cases in Makueni, Machakos, and Kitui. Later on, we will also be sharing with the media on the actual state of corruption in this region, what has been done and what remains to be done, so that we can also enlist your support in asking the public to shun those who are engaged in corruption in this area.
I'm short of time. I know we shall engage later and then have more discussions regarding this.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Bentura. That is Eric Ngumbi, the spokesperson for ECC, trying to give some of the details regarding grab land in Machakos, including that one belonging to the prison land, the OCPD area, and also the one that is the official residence for some of the judges in Machakos. So we shall be going to the site and then give a detailed report regarding that. From Machakos County, back to you.
Well, thank you so much, Electa Nadora, for that update. At this point, we take a breather here at K24 Newscast. See you next while.
Are you a church and seeking to reach an even bigger